Yo people, it's your girl Zoe again. Today we're going to talk about some real shit. So get yourself some coffee, some tea, and let's get started. It's 2022. New year, new me. You open Instagram and see all those posts about New Year's resolution, how to lose weight, how to glow up, etc. This pressure from society of always performing at your best and doing better than yesterday can put a lot of unnecessary pressure on our mental health and sometimes even let us lose our shit. In today's video, I'm going to talk about ways on how to reduce anxiety/stress in our today's fast-paced world. Stop trying to calm the storm, calm yourself, the storm will pass. Buddha. Before starting this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, because it takes a long time to produce a video like this, and I just would appreciate every support. Now without further ado, let's dive right into it. No social media in the morning. I know this is a very obvious one, but if you want to feel better, you have to trust me on this. Some people may disagree with me on this and they would tell me that this has no effect on their mood. I, however, do believe that this is something unconscious and you only realize how your mood gets better when you stop fucking stalking your ex's new girlfriend on Instagram. Stop! Just stop! Your morning routine will determine how your whole day is going to be, and you definitely don't want to spend it by looking at other people's lives. And then you realize that their lives are better, and then you get even more depressed. The point is, you first have to take care of your own life. Mornings should be dedicated to ourselves, only ourselves. Go to bed earlier, wake up earlier. Some people are night owls, some are early risers. Do what works best for you. For me, when I started going to bed before 12 am, I realized a drastic improvement in my sleep quality. There are actually studies on why sleeping before midnight is good. According to Dr. Nerina Ramlakan, a sleep expert, the hours of sleep we get before the clock strikes midnight is actually the most powerful phase we can get. And it has all to do with how our bodies respond to the changing light levels in the evening. Every cell in the body is linked to the movements of the earth and the moon. There's an area in the brain called the circadian timer, which helps to synchronize the movement and function of every cell in the body to the levels of light and darkness in the environment. The 90-minute phase before midnight is one of the most powerful phases of sleep because it's the period where the body is replenished. It's rejuvenated on every level, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually as well. There's a lot of healing that takes place in that first phase of sleep. Going to bed early is not uncool. It's actually very cool, and everyone who still makes fun of you going to bed early very likely doesn't know the many benefits it comes with it. In other words, some things that were uncool back in the days suddenly are becoming very cool, and you should embrace it. Tidy up your space. You know the saying, a clean space makes a happy space, or clean your space, clear your mind, and many other cheesy motivational quotes. But you have to admit they do have some truth in it. There are many reasons why cleaning can benefit your health, but one reason is that having a messy place can actually cause anxiety and stress. Numerous studies, including those from Princeton University and the Personal and Social Psychology Bulletin, have connected disorganization and clutter to confusion, a general sense of feeling overwhelmed, and difficulties focusing on specific tasks. Our brains like order and tend to thrive in an orderly environment. A clean and organized space helps improve focus and productivity, and it can also help improve sleep quality. Research has shown that people who live in cluttered homes have higher levels of cortisol in their bodies. Cortisol is a hormone that causes anxiety and stress in our bodies. So, If clutter can cause all of these negative effects on our health, what's the solution? Yeah, cleaning. Physical clutter makes it challenging to process information efficiently and can trigger a physical stress reaction. When we see untidiness, our brain has to process all of the things we see in our field of vision, but our brain can only process so many things at once. When presented with clutter, our brains get overstimulated and have trouble processing all of the different objects we see. This leaves us completing daily tasks less efficiently and can make us feel overwhelmed and anxious. Spending 10 minutes a day putting your everyday items away and removing items you do not need from your field of vision can make it easier for your brain to process the information in front of you. The act of cleaning itself is actually a stress-reducing activity. While you are cleaning, you are forced to step away from work and focus on repetitive motion of dusting, organizing, or washing surface. This allows you to be fully present in the action of cleaning and step away from sources or triggers of stress, and it gives you the chance to step away and focus on manual, less arduous tasks. Read 10 minutes a day. And if you rather prefer someone reading it to you, you still can listen to audiobooks, aka Audible, which is today's sponsor. I truly wish that Audible would sponsor me. So, Audible, if you see this, please sponsor this cute girl. Thank you. Okay, let's get back to the point. In the 11th century, a Japanese woman known as Murasaki Shikibu wrote The Tale of Genji, a 54-chapter story of courtly seduction believed to be the world's first novel. I don't know what this has to do with the benefits of reading, but I thought it would be a fun fact to add. And the person is, well, you know, Japanese, and I like Japan. So, what exactly do human beings get from reading books? Is it just a matter of pleasure, or are there benefits beyond enjoyment? The scientific answer is a resounding yes. Reading books benefits both our physical and mental health, and those benefits can last a lifetime. In 2009, a group of researchers measured the effects of yoga, humor, and reading on the stress levels of students in demanding health science programs in the United States. The study found that 30 minutes of reading lowered blood pressure, heart rate, and feelings of psychological distress just as effectively as yoga and humor did. The authors concluded, since time constraints are one of the most frequently cited reasons for high stress levels, 30 minutes of one of these techniques can be easily incorporated into the schedule. Reading also helps to alleviate depression symptoms. British philosopher Sir Roger Scruton once wrote, "Consolation from imaginary things is not an imaginary consolation." People with depression often feel isolated and estranged from everyone else, and that's a feeling books can sometimes lessen. Reading fiction can allow you to temporarily escape your own world and become swept up in the imagined experience of the characters. And non-fiction self-help books can teach you strategies that may help you manage symptoms. So, what should you be reading? The short answer is whatever you can get your hands on. Journal. Write your thoughts down. Journaling provides clarity. Journaling is one of the best ways to clear your mind and get in touch with your thoughts and feelings, forcing you to focus on your internal awareness of the present and process your experience. By gaining this focus, you can obtain clarity around what is most important. One question to check in with yourself: how am I doing today physically, emotionally, and spiritually? It also can reduce stress by serving as an escape or emotional release of negative thoughts and feelings. Release negative thoughts by asking yourself, what are the words I can write to express and describe how I'm feeling about things right now? Journaling also helps with problem solving. Writing down your problems can inspire you to reflect on or about possible solutions. It can help us prevent losing track of our goals. Here are some questions to consider when you're feeling overwhelmed. What is the one thing I can accomplish today? Think short-term and observable, such as cleaning out the cabinet underneath the kitchen sink or making an appointment to get your teeth checked. What is one thing I can accomplish this week or within the next month? Think longer term here, such as cleaning out all the closets in your home or accomplishing going to the gym 3 times a week. Journaling can help with keeping things in perspective. During particularly stressful times, ask yourself, what thoughts and feelings am I experiencing that are triggering my stress right now? Where and to whom can I go to for support if needed? What do I have to be grateful for in my life? Journaling is most effective when done consistently. To get started and to maximize the mental health benefits, commit to it on a regular basis. It's important to find a routine that works for you, whether it's once a day, once a week, or twice a month. While we can't control many stressful situations, developing a journaling practice can help us better manage our thoughts and feelings to experience greater well-being no matter what life brings our way. Generate a Spotify playlist. Yeah, this sounds at first a little bit confusing because it has more to do with listening to music. Generally speaking, music can make us feel good. There is solid evidence that music stimulates the production of dopamine, the feel-good hormone in our bodies. Through the use of functional magnetic resonance imaging, a 2011 study demonstrated that dopamine increased in the brain when listeners experienced positive emotions in the same areas of the brain where pleasure is experienced when food and other sources of cravings are satisfied. These findings may shed light on why music has played such a significant role shaping culture and is a source of pleasure for human beings throughout our history. And now let's get back to the point why generating a Spotify playlist helps to reduce stress. It's because of the simple act itself of selecting out the music you want for your own playlist. This can make you feel at ease. I don't know why, but when I just sit down and I put on my headphones or turn on my box and start wandering around Spotify, it gives me a sense of relaxation. I take my time, I listen to every song, and if I don't like it, I just skip it. If I like it, I add it to my playlist, and it goes so on. Some people may find it as a stressful task. I can totally understand why. Definitely give it a try though. Music is an integral part of life's milestones and just about every significant life event. The combination of listening to good music and exercising has even more health benefits, which leads us to the next point. Take a walk outside in nature or exercise. Walking and other exercises leads to the release of the body's natural happy drugs, endorphins. Walkers who walk at a brisk walking pace to raise their heart rate will notice this effect more than those who walk at a slower heart rate pace. A study published in 2018 showed that even a short bout of walking lasting just 10 minutes can improve mood in young adults when compared to no activity at all. Many people carry stress by tensing their muscles. By getting into your correct walking posture and form, you unknot those muscles and put them to work, and then let your arms swing freely. Walking helps you to reconnect with your physical body. Feel the sun, breeze, mist, or rain on your skin. Walking gives you time to think. All truly great thoughts are conceived while walking, said philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. Take a walk and the blood flow to your brain is increased. It gives you time to consider different aspects of your problems away from the distractions of your office or home. Creative ideas and solutions may flow more easily. Walking can also burn calories from stress eating. You know, many of us turn to comfort food or high-calorie convenience food when under stress. Walking is a good way to burn calories without having to change into workout gear. I'm not saying that it's bad to stress eat. Walking is just a good alternative compared to going to the gym and sweat your ass off. If you tend to stress eat, it's okay. It's totally normal and just human. It also can be fun and productive. Choose a fun walking companion who can distract you from the things causing your stress. Let them entertain you and bring out your happy side. Have fun. On the other hand, you can talk about your problems while walking. Choose someone who is willing to listen and gives you emotional support and advice. If you can find a person who is skilled in problem solving and counseling, this can be productive. What I didn't know is that stress can actually give you a tunnel vision, narrowing your worldview to the immediate problem. Take a walk and observe what is going on around you. Where does this new walking path go? See that there is more to life than your problems. And of course, you can't forget about the part that goes hand in hand with exercise, which is, yes, you guessed it right, your diet. The last point is have a nutritious, dense diet. Did you know that having a poor diet can affect your mental health in a very damaging way? Sugar and processed foods can lead to inflammation throughout the body and brain, which may contribute to mood disorders including anxiety and depression. When we're feeling stressed or depressed, it's often processed foods we reach for in search of a quick pick-me-up. Why are processed foods and sugar so addictive though? These foods are high in flours and sugar and train the brain to crave more of them rather than nutrient-rich foods such as fruits and vegetables. A lot of the processed foods we eat are highly addictive and stimulate the dopamine centers in our brain, which are associated with pleasure and reward. According to the American Dietetic Association, people tend to either eat too much or too little when depressed or under stress. Eat too much and you find yourself dealing with sluggishness and weight gain. Eat too little and the resulting exhaustion makes this a hard habit to break. In either case, a poor diet during periods of stress and depression only makes matters worse. This cycle is a vicious one, but it can be overcome. In order to stop craving unhealthy foods, you've got to stop eating those foods. You actually start to change the physiology in the brain when you pull added sugars and refined carbohydrates from the diet. To boost your mental health, focus on eating plenty of fruits and vegetables along with foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids such as salmon. Dark green leafy vegetables in particular are brain protective. Nuts, seeds, and legumes such as beans and lentils are also excellent brain foods. If I feel stressed and depressed, the first thing I focus on is my diet. The reason why I do that is not only because of their high nutrition level, but also because they make me happy. And the answer lies in your gut actually. Our guts and brain are physically linked via a certain nerve, and the two are able to send messages to one another. While the gut is able to influence emotional behavior in the brain can also alter the type of bacteria living in the gut. According to the American Psychological Association, gut bacteria produce an array of neurochemicals that the brain uses for the regulation of physiological and mental process, including mood. It's believed 95% of the body's supply of serotonin, a mood stabilizer, is produced by, yes, you guessed it right, gut bacteria. Stress is thought to suppress beneficial gut bacteria. So in short, if you have a happy gut, your brain is also happy. Conclusion! Oh yes, you made it. I don't know how long this video turned out, but if you're here, oh man, you're so fucking loyal and I'm so fucking grateful that you are one of my subscribers. So, why do we become sad, anxious, stressed, or overwhelmed? Mostly it's because we want something that is out of our control. You can't control what's happening to you, but how you respond to the situation and how you act on it. Key to it is to practice mindfulness. Another tip, keep yourself busy so you don't spend your time overthinking. Don't forget to treat yourself from time to time and buy that beautiful, expensive Gucci belt you've always wanted. But of course, if you still have enough money on the side, hashtag responsibilities, take yourself out on a date and go to that coffee shop you were only passing by but were feeling too awkward to go in. Eat that cake without feeling guilty and just be okay being in your current body, being in your current life situation. Maybe you don't like it right now. Maybe you wish for things to change. Maybe you wish things to be, well, just different. And that's okay. You're not alone, and to be honest, the world is already fucked up. I'm not saying not to take your emotions seriously. Of course not. Never. Just keep in mind that sometimes we are sabotaging ourselves and pity ourselves for the world turning its back to us. The truth is, you're not the center of the world, nor your problems. Well, sorry to tell you that, Bethany, but this doesn't mean that this is a bad thing. You ever heard of the saying, the less you care, the less you suffer? No matter how paradoxically it sounds, the time you start to give less shit about your emotions, the happier you become. So, don't try.